Hi, 1 Hour Smart Home here, and today we're going to go over the Sensi Touch Thermostat Manual, or how to use your Sensi Touch Smart Thermostat, which we've got right here. So first we're going to show you how to use it on the device itself, and then we're going to show you how to use it on the phone. So the Sensi Smart Thermostat has the current temperature displayed right here, which is 73 degrees. It's a nice spring day, and I have the windows open. Then when you go over here, you've got your temperature set point. We're currently in heat mode, so that means the heat will come on at 62. But if I wanted to adjust the temperature and turn the heat on, I just click up until I reach 73 or 74, and then you can see the color display changes, which means that it's heating in that orange mode, and now it's set to 75, so my heater will go on until it turns to 75 degrees, and then it will shut off. So let's turn that back down because we don't need it any hotter in here. Then you've got your humidity displayed, and I've got the windows open, so currently it's showing 52%, and we've got our two modes down here, heat mode and fan auto. So if I click on fan auto, what that means is that the fan will automatically turn on whenever heating and cooling is turned on. But if I turn fan mode to on right here, what that does is it's going to turn the HVAC fan on and circulate air throughout my house, even when my HVAC system heating or cooling is not on. So if you want to circulate air, that's a great option, but I'm just going to turn it back to auto because I just want it to turn on whenever I have my heating or cooling on. So we currently have it in heat mode, which you can see right here, but if we wanted to change it to air conditioning mode or cooling mode, we would click right here, and then that would be in cooling mode. It takes us back here, and then if I clicked down here and I had this go down to, let's just say 70, my air conditioning would turn on and it would run until it reaches 70 degrees in my house, and you can see the display turns blue instead of orange when cooling is activated. Now let's click on this again because there's a couple more modes here. I can turn it completely off, and then that means I'm not going to have heating or cooling, which on today, a nice spring day, is a perfect way to go. I don't need any HVAC at all. But if I click here, then I can go in and I can click auto. And what auto does is it automatically will change it between heating and cooling with the set points you have defined. So you can click right here and that will change your cooling. So let's set this down to, I don't know, 76 here. And then let's set our heat as well. So now we click down on heat and I can change that to whatever I want. Let's change that up to 65, and let's make sure we set that cooling temperature. There we go, 73, and you can see that then changed our cooling to be on. Now I'm just going to turn this back to what I had it in, which was heat mode, and I don't even need any heat or cooling right now, so we'll just leave it as is. Now if I go over here in the menu, we've got a wide variety of different options that we can take a look at here. We've got sleep mode, back glow, home screen, schedule, Wi-Fi, about thermostat, advanced setup, and contractor information. So if I click on sleep mode right here, and what we've got here are the settings for the sleep mode. So once you're not using the thermostat anymore, it goes into sleep mode. So you can leave it so there's brightness on here, or you could turn it completely off, and that just means the screen is going to go completely dim. You've got options for how long it takes to sleep after you adjust it. So you can do 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes. If you've got this in a bedroom, you probably want to have the brightness all the way off after you're using it so that you don't have any light shining into the room. Then you've got your time of day, you can turn that on or off, and your temperature set point on or off, but we're going to leave all that stuff on because those are nice settings. Then we're going to click here in the back glow, and you probably can't see it on camera, but there is an LED ring that goes around the back here, and you could turn that off as well if you don't want to have that. Maybe you've got it in a location where that back glow would be distracting, but I do like it because I don't have it in a bedroom, so it's nice at night if you want to be able to find it, and it just looks really neat to have that back glow on. So we're going to click out of that, and then here you've got your home screen content. You can choose what you want to have on there. I like to have all the information, so I leave my indoor humidity on, my time of day on, and here you can also change between Fahrenheit or Celsius, so you just click between the two of those and you're going to be all set with that. Now you've got your schedule here, and here we've got our thermostat schedule. We can turn this on or off, and if you want to make adjustments to the schedule, the easiest way to do that is from the app, so we'll show you that a little bit later on the phone. Here we've got our Wi-Fi, so you would click in there if you needed to connect to your Wi-Fi network or see what Wi-Fi network you are connected to. And then you've got your About Thermostat. That's going to have your serial number and MAC address and IP address and any of that information you need in there if you're troubleshooting. But ours is working fine, so we're not going to go in there because it does have information about this device. If I click on Advanced Setup here, you've got a couple different options here. If you made a change to your HVAC system, you could go in there and make changes. The fan mode, we already showed you how to do that from the main screen. Basically, you click in here and you can turn it for the circulating fan on or off, but we're just going to leave it off because we currently have it for that auto setup. You've got humidify and dehumidify controls, so if you've got a humidifier or dehumidifier, you can set those up with these advanced controls here. Now, if we click back, the last one is you can input your contractor information. Here in the contractor information tab, if you stored a contractor info number and name on the app, it's going to populate right here so that if you ever have any problems, you can call them. I did not, so that's not in there for now. And let's switch over to the phone so we can show you exactly what you can do with the Sensi Touch app. Here we are on the home screen of the Sensi app, and I've got a couple different thermostats connected because I'm always testing them out. But the one that we're using right now, the Sensi Touch, is this one right here. So I can click in there and you can see it shows our current temperature on the app, but then I can also adjust that temperature right on the app by clicking up or down. And you can see once I click up or down and I set it to 78, the Sensi Touch responds and then it is controlled from the app. So let's click this down because we don't want it that hot. No reason for that. So it takes about 1 second and then you can see that temperature will adjust on there. Now, if I want to change it from heating to cooling inside the app, I can change it from cool, heat, or auto, just like we did on the device itself. So let's just change it over to cooling so you can see it. And then it is in cooling mode. And let's just put it down so you can see what happens when I turn it to air conditioning mode. You're going to have the change happen here on the thermostat. It changes to 64. It has that blue screen. And then over here, it also changes blue, meaning that we are in cooling mode. So let's just set this up because we don't need it to be cool right now. And then you've also got your fan auto control, just like we showed you on the device. You can have fan on or off, and you can just have it circulate. So if you wanted to turn it to circulation mode right here, you could have it circulate 30% of the time or run 18 minutes an hour so that it would circulate air throughout your house. So on the app, you've got a couple different controls that you don't have inside the thermostat itself. So I could turn the fan always on, I could have it on fan auto, or I could circulate a certain amount of time and I can adjust that. So if I want it 50% on, there you go, 30 minutes per hour. That's how long it will circulate. So I'm going to turn that off and just leave it on fan auto because we don't need to do that right now. Now let's take a look at the schedule tab right here. So from the phone, you can schedule this for whatever you want. You've got a program schedule, which we currently are going to leave it on. If you don't want to schedule at all and you just want to leave the Sensi Touch Smart Thermostat in manual mode, you would click to no schedule and then it's just going to respond to whatever you turn the thermostat to, and there's no schedule at all. You can also have it interact with geofencing if you want. But I'm going to leave it on the programmed schedule, which we've got here. And then once you go down here, that's how you're going to edit your schedule. So we'll show you how to do that. But there is a feature right now, early start, which we have on. And what that does is your heat or cool will turn on ahead of time to reach the set point temperature at the scheduled time. So I like to leave that on so that exactly at 5 o'clock, my temperature will be whatever I have it set to. So I click in here and edit schedule, and you've got a heat schedule, a cool schedule, and an auto schedule. So whatever mode you're in, you can have different schedules for those different modes. You've got one for cooling, heating, or auto. So let's just click in here on heat and we can take a look at that schedule. We've got our heat set at 70 Monday through Sunday at 6 a.m. and then it goes down to 62 at 8 a.m. if we're assuming that we're gone for the day to save some energy. And then back at 5 p.m. it's going to turn back to 70 degrees and then 62 at 10 p.m. because I like to sleep a little bit cooler. Now if you wanted to change any of these, you just click on the set point and you can change the time here. So So we could change this to 7 o'clock here, and then I can click up or down, and then all I'm going to do is click done, and now that set point has been changed. So this schedule is currently set for every day of the week, but if I wanted to differentiate weekdays and weekends, I could create a new day group, and let's say we're going to put Saturday and Sunday in their own times, and then now you've got a Monday through Friday schedule, and then I can create my weekend schedule right here. So to do that, you just click that create a new day group, and I could differentiate this as much as possible. I could have every day on a different schedule, but I'm just going to use the weekend and weekday schedule for now. That works pretty well for me, so I click save, and then you could go in your cool schedule and you can do the exact same thing. And if you wanted to, you could do the same thing with your auto schedule. The only difference with the auto schedule is that you've got set points for both heating and cooling. So if I click in the auto schedule here, you've got a cool set point and a heat set point, and you can adjust each one of those individually right here. So let's click done, we'll save that, and then we'll get out of the scheduling here and just click done. And now we're back to the main screen here. Now, another feature of the Sensi Touch Smart Thermostat is that you've got your usage down here. So it's going to show you how often this was on and how much energy you used. So if I click on this day, it says we had 8 hours and 3 minutes of heating. If you click here, 2 hours and 29 minutes of heating. So you can just be cognizant of how much energy you are using. So that's really nice that they have that feature on the Sensi Touch Smart Thermostat. Now, if I want to go into the settings, that's where I'm going to get some more options that we showed you on the device itself. You've got your display options here. You can choose humidity, time, or temperature, and then you've got your system settings here. If you wanted to lock this thermostat so no one can mess with the temperature, you can do so right there, and then it's not going to be able to be controlled. You can see when I press this, it will not go up or down, but we're going to leave it unlocked. You've got your dehumidification and humidity control right here, but I don't have a humidifier hooked up, so I'm not going to be able to change those. Now down below, we've got our temperature limit, so that's the cooling minimum set point and heating minimum set point. I'm actually going to turn these up, so let's put that to 64, and 99 is way too hot, so let's turn this to 78 there. Then down below, we've got our cycle rates. You've got a cool cycle rate and a heat cycle rate. And you can just adjust these so that your HVAC is not always turning on or off. And what that does is it lets it get a little bit cooler or a little bit hotter depending on what you've got your cycle rate on. So you could do slow, medium, or fast. We're just gonna leave ours on medium. I find that to be a great use there. Next, we've got our temperature offset down below. And if we want to adjust the room temperature reading of the thermostat, we can do so right here. Maybe your thermostat's in a location where it gets a little bit too hot or too cold because it's above a vent. Well, you can create this temperature offset so that it's more accurately reading what the temperature is in your overall house. You've got a humidity offset, and then down below, we've got our AC protection, and it's a short delay when AC is quickly turned off and then on to prevent equipment damage. So that just prevents your air conditioner compressor from cycling a lot. So I like to leave that on. It helps make your system last a little bit longer. Now you've got your service reminders here. So now here we've got our service reminder, and it's just an air filter reminder, and you can see we've gone through 68% of this, and it says around June 17th we should change our air filter. So it's just nice to have that reminder there. And then down below you can change your name, location, and time. I'm just going to leave that as is. You've got your contractor info. So if I did want to put in my contractor info, I could put a telephone number in there. So I've got that on easy access on the thermostat as well as in the app, but I'm not going to do that for now. You've got your about thermostat, and then set up HomeKit, and then down below you've got energy savings programs. If you're in an area with energy savings programs, you may be able to enroll in special utility rebates, but I don't have any for my thermostat currently. So let's click out of this, and that is pretty much all the features that you've got on the Sensi Touch Thermostat. So thank you for watching this video on the Sensi Touch Smart Thermostat Manual, and we hope that you were able to learn how to use your Sensi Touch Smart Thermostat, as well as that the Sensi Touch Thermostat Manual was helpful for you. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.